So this is from the office of the president. President Mahama orders the recall of all diplomatic and service passports issued by the previous administration to prevent misuse and ensure proper administration. So this is what the president John Dramani Mahama is saying. He released a statement yesterday, and according to him, no, all service passports and diplomatic passports should what? They should return it. So when you come to Ghana, we have three types of passports. We have the regular one for every citizen, that's the green one, and we have the service one for government officials, people in government, and we have the diplomatic one for head of states in penny four. So that is the three types of passports we have in Ghana here. Right now, John Dramani Mahama is saying that if you are government officials, whether current or past, now say you have what do we call it, service passport or diplomatic passport, you should return it. You should return the passport for a verification. Over returning passport number verify. If you qualify to get the passport, they will give the passport back to you. If you don't qualify, then that is it. He said he's doing that just to ensure proper administration and also to avoid misuses. So this is the statement. We are going to read the statement. The statement which was issued by the president yesterday. So we have the Chief Director, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Accra. Recall of diplomatic and service passports. And I read, I write to request the recall of diplomatic and service passports issued by the previous administration. The exercise aligned with the government's commitment to ensure the proper use and administration of official travel documents by national and international standards. The recall aims to prevent misuse, safeguards the country reputation, and maintain the integrity of our diplomatic engagements. The ministry should take the following steps to facilitate the process. Into our more steps to take and a deadline. And the first one we have here is issued a public statement. So yesterday, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs issued a statement. We're going to read their statement. Or more, they are having the service and also the diplomatic passports now. They have to return it. They listed the names. So we're going to read the statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as well. So the first, the president listed in the statement, or say they issued a public notice. Notify all holders of diplomatic and service passports issued by the previous administration to return this document to the ministry for what? Verification and reissuance where applicable. 2. Set a deadline for what? Compliance. Or see, they should set a deadline. You said the president, he mean it. He should set a deadline for them. The deadline you do now. I'm fine, but that passport you are holding, that service passport or diplomatic passport you are holding, you can't use it again because the deadline asset which you need to submit it for what? Verification. So also set a deadline for what? Compliance. Specify a reasonable timeline for all concerned individuals to comply with the recall latest by 24th January 2025. So according to the president, latest by 24th January, Ukita service passport or diplomatic passport, submit it. Submit the passport for verification. The third one he listed on the release is conduct verification. Or say undertake a thorough review of all returned passports to ensure that they align with current eligibility criteria for issuance. Let me read it again. Specify a reasonable timeline for all concerned individuals to comply with the recall latest by 24th January 2025. Hey. And then I'm making okay, conduct verification. Undertake a thorough review of all returned passports to ensure that they align with current eligibility criteria for issuance. Your cooperation and expedient action in this regard will contribute significantly to maintaining the credibility and efficiency of our country's passport system. Do not hesitate to contact any office for any further clarification or assistance you may need in executing this important exercise. So that is the statement which was issued by the president from the office of the president yesterday. So later in the evening, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs also came out with their statement listing the group of people this exercise will be affected. So I'm going to mention the names, the people that this exercise will be affected, and you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Some of the names, some of the people that is holding diplomatic and service passports in this country, you'll be surprised. So this is from the office of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Also, public announcement, record of diplomatic and service passports. Accra, 15th January 2025. So this statement was actually released yesterday, right after John Dramani Mahama came out with his statement. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs wishes to inform that it has been directed by the Office of the President to recall the diplomatic and service passports issued during the tenure of previous administration of the underlisted category of officials. So point 1 on the list, we have former ministers and spouse. So former ministers and spouse. Ministers, any omoyori, they have service passports. Second, we have former members of parliament, irrespective of political affiliation. So former ministers of parliament, into whether you are NDC or you are MPP, now you're a former MPR during a Kufuor tenure, submit your passport. Third, we have former member of Council of States and spouse. So Council of States and spouse too, they have to submit their passport. We have former and retired justice of the superior and lower courts. We have former regional ministers, metropolitans, municipal and district chief executives, chiefs executives officers of state institutions, chairs and members of boards, officials of the National Cathedral Project. And this is where Ghanaians don't understand. Officials of the National Cathedral Projects. Like how? Like me, myself, I don't understand. Official passports and so what? National Cathedral, officials of national cathedrals. You see, this Charlie. When taking care, you will say something that will land you into trouble. Officials of national cathedrals, they have diplomatic passports. So we have formal political ambassadors and dependents. So we have businessmen and entrepreneurs. We have religious and traditional leaders, former government functionaries, and all other person holding official passport not currently serving in any official capacity for the state, or otherwise holding any position that falls under the requirements of section 6 and 7 of the Passport and Travel Certificate Act 1967. The above mentioned officials are to return their passports to the Legal and Trustees Bureau of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs not later than Friday, 24th January 2025. The recall exercise is to ensure a review of all diplomatic and service passports in line with the current eligibility criteria for issuance. It is further aimed at preventing misuse and safeguarding the integrity of the diplomatic and service passports. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs count on the cooperation of all holders and diplomatic and service passports to undertake the important exercise as directed. So this was the statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, according to them. No, from the above, from the president, from the office of the president, all service and diplomatic passports, no, should be returned. If only your passport, no, it was issued to you by the former administration, and now say your passport, no, you are no longer working for the state. Let's say we are MP, you are no longer the MP for your constituency. Return the passport for verification. So that is the information from the office of the president to all diplomatic and service passports. So that will be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, kindly subscribe, turn on that bell to receive our notifications. So my name is Nadia Godi and I'm going to come your way again.